The Amazon rainforest, a world teeming with more life than almost anywhere else on land. It's a world of breathtaking beauty, vibrant color, and a constant, deafening soundscape. But that's a deception. The real rule of the Amazon, its most fundamental truth, isn't what you hear. It's what you fail to see. The deadliest creatures here aren't the ones you see coming. They're the ones that have been watching you the whole time. A secret war for survival rages in plain sight, fought by the true masters of the unseen. This is a battle of illusion and ambush, of patience and explosive violence. It's waged by predators that can melt into the background, becoming a leaf, a stick, a shadow, or a trick of the light on the water. Tonight, we are exposing the assassins you'd walk right past. We'll open the case files on the Amazon's most invisible predators and reveal a hidden world that exists just beyond the limits of our perception. Forget what you think you know about the jungle. The real danger lies in the silence, in the stillness, and in the spaces between the leaves. To understand these phantoms of the rainforest, you first have to understand the conflict that created them. For prey, survival means developing better defenses, sharper hearing, more potent venom, or the ultimate advantage disappearing completely. For predators, it means evolving to beat those defenses, becoming quieter, faster, and sharper-eyed. This endless cycle of adaptation and counter-adaptation has produced two main classes of invisible assassins, though the lines often blur. First, there are the masters of camouflage, creatures whose bodies have become living art, sculpted by evolution to mimic their surroundings with impossible perfection. Then, there are the masters of stealth, predators who rely not on physical disguise, but on tactical invisibility, on silence, patience, and a flawless understanding of their environment to launch devastating surprise attacks. Often, these strategies are one and the same. To truly vanish, an animal must master both the art of looking like nothing and the art of acting like nothing. Our case files will take you from the forest floor to the highest canopy, profiling the secret agents of this silent war. And we begin at the top, with a predator that moves like a ghost through the jungle, a creature whose very name is a whisper of power and stealth. Our first case file opens on the undisputed king of the Amazon, the Jaguar. But this is no roaring lion, no pack hunting wolf. The Jaguar reigns through a mastery of silence and invisibility. It's the largest feline in the Americas, a powerhouse of muscle and bone, yet it moves through the densest jungle like a phantom. Its power isn't in its presence, but in its absence. You will almost never see it, but it's there, watching. Its primary weapon is its coat. That beautiful pattern of rosettes isn't for show. It's dynamic camouflage, perfectly suited for the dappled light of the jungle floor. As sunlight filters through the canopy, it creates a shifting mosaic of light and shadow. The Jaguar's coat mirrors this pattern precisely, shattering its outline and allowing it to dissolve into the background. A hunter walking through the jungle could look directly at a stationary jaguar and see nothing more than a patch of sunlit leaves. It's a ghost in the daylight. But its camouflage is only half the story. The jaguar is a solitary hunter, a master of the patient stock, most active in the twilight hours of dawn and dusk. It can spend hours moving in utter silence, placing each padded paw with surgical precision, closing the distance on its prey without a sound. It hunts by ambush, relying on surprise to take down animals as powerful as caiman and tapir. Its final move is as unique as it is terrifying. It's the signature of an assassin that has perfected its craft, a swift, brutal strike that leaves no time to struggle and no chance to escape. From the king of the jungle, we shrink in scale, but not in sophistication. We move from the ghost of the forest floor to a creature that literally embodies the forest itself. Meet the Katydid, an insect that has elevated deception to an art form. With thousands of species in the Amazon alone, these insects are the undisputed masters of mimicry. When you look at a Katydid, you aren't looking at an insect. You are looking at a leaf, and not just any leaf. Evolution has painted them with breathtaking detail. Their bodies are shaped like leaves, their wings are textured with intricate veins, and their color can perfectly match either fresh, green foliage or a decaying, brown leaf on the forest floor. Some go even further, displaying fake blemishes, patches of mold, or even holes that look like they've been chewed by other insects. They don't just mimic a leaf, they mimic a specific, unremarkable, and completely uninteresting leaf that no predator would ever look at twice. This incredible camouflage is usually defensive. To the countless birds, lizards, and monkeys that hunt by sight, the katydid simply doesn't exist. It's hidden in plain sight, just another piece of vegetation among millions. But for some species, this disguise is also a weapon. By blending in so perfectly, a predatory katydid becomes an invisible ambush hunter. It will sit motionless, waiting for smaller, unsuspecting insects to wander past, and then strike with surprising speed. The true genius of their strategy is something called polymorphism. Within a single species, individuals can have different camouflage patterns. One might be a perfect green leaf, while its sibling is a mottled brown one. This diversity makes it incredibly difficult for predators to form a consistent search image. They can't just learn to look for katydids, because there is no single look. Each one is a unique work of art, a living fraud that survives by being profoundly, perfectly forgettable. Let's leave the foliage now, and slip into the murky, slow-moving waters of the Amazon's tributaries. Here, hidden just beneath the surface, lurks a predator of almost mythical proportions. This is the domain of the green anaconda, the heaviest snake in the world. But its size isn't its primary weapon. The anaconda is a reclusive giant, a master of the aquatic ambush. An anaconda doesn't waste energy chasing its prey. Instead, it lets the prey come to it. The snake will submerge its massive body in the dark, swampy water, with just its eyes and nostrils breaking the surface. They look like two small bumps on the water, easily mistaken for floating debris or a bit of vegetation. From this vantage point, it can breathe and watch, sometimes for hours, sometimes for days, just waiting. Its dark green skin, marked with large, black blotches, provides perfect camouflage in the murky, plant-choked water. To any animal approaching the water's edge for a drink, a capybara, a deer, even a jaguar, the anaconda is completely invisible. The attack, when it comes, is an explosion of violence from the still water. In a blur of motion, the snake strikes, sinking its backward curving teeth into its victim. But the teeth are just for grip. The real weapon is its body. In an instant, it coils its immensely powerful frame around its prey, constricting with unimaginable force. It doesn't crush its victim, it suffocates them, tightening with incredible force until the struggle ceases. The anaconda then drags its meal into the water, swallowing it whole to digest over weeks or even months. It is a terrifyingly efficient predator, a hidden titan that turns the life-giving waters of the Amazon into a deadly trap. The jaguar's coat, the katydid's disguise, the anaconda's deadly stillness. These aren't just isolated tricks. They are battle-tested weapons forged in the fires of a multi-million-year-old evolutionary arms race. This is the core concept that animates the Amazon's hidden world. Every adaptation in a predator is a direct response to an adaptation in its prey, and vice versa, in a never-ending cycle of one-upmanship. Think of it this way. A prey animal evolves slightly better hearing. Over generations, the predators that are slightly quieter are more likely to succeed and pass on their genes. As the prey's camouflage improves, only the predators with sharper eyesight survive. It is a relentless, high-stakes game. The sloth, for example, moves incredibly slowly and has algae grow on its fur, turning it green to blend in. In response, predators like the Harpy Eagle develop eyesight so powerful it can spot the slightest flicker of movement from hundreds of feet away. This arms race pushes evolution to truly mind-bending extremes. One of the most fascinating is aggressive mimicry, where a predator doesn't just hide, but actively deceives its prey by imitating something harmless or even attractive. Now, imagine this principle used for offense. Our next predator doesn't mimic a plant to lure its prey. It mimics another bird, a harmless one, to get away with murder in plain sight. From the deadly beauty of the forest floor, we now ascend to the canopy, the sprawling, leafy ceiling of the Amazon. A different kind of war is waged here, one of aerial stealth and sudden, vertical attacks. This is the hunting ground of the Harpy Eagle, the most powerful raptor in the world and a true master of the unseen strike. The Harpy Eagle is a feathered titan. It can weigh up to 20 pounds with a wingspan of over 7 feet, and its talons are the size of a grizzly bear's claws, able to crush the bones of its prey. But its most formidable weapon is its silence. Despite its size, the Harpy Eagle glides through the dense canopy with eerie quietness, its broad wings designed for maneuverability in tight spaces, not high-speed soaring. It's an arboreal hunter, preying on canopy dwellers like sloths and monkeys. Its hunting technique is a marvel of patience and precision. The eagle will perch on a high branch, often partially obscured by leaves, and remain completely motionless for hours, its incredibly sharp vision scanning the treetops. When it spots its target, perhaps a sloth, camouflaged and moving slowly along a branch, the attack is swift and decisive. It launches into a silent, vertical dive, navigating the maze of branches with breathtaking agility. The prey rarely has any warning. One moment it's safe in the high canopy, the next it's being lifted into the air, its life extinguished by the crushing force of those formidable talons. The Harpy Eagle is the unseen death from above, a silent executioner that rules the Amazonian skies. For our final case file, let's return to the water, but to a predator that embodies a more primal, ancient form of invisibility. While the anaconda is a master of submerged ambush, the Black Caiman is the river's armored guardian, a living dinosaur that kills through explosive, reptilian power. As the Amazon's largest predator, the Black Caiman can grow to over 15 feet long, a formidable creature of scale and teeth. Like the anaconda, the caiman is an ambush predator, but its method is even more deceptive. It will lie perfectly motionless at the water's surface, often in the shallows near the riverbank. With its dark, craggy skin, it looks exactly like a floating log. Unsuspecting animals from capybaras and monkeys to even jaguars come to the water's edge to drink, completely oblivious to the fact that the log floating nearby is actually a living, breathing predator, watching and waiting. The stillness is absolute, the patience remarkable. The caiman can remain motionless for hours, conserving energy and waiting for the perfect moment. When prey draws near, the illusion of a floating log vanishes in an instant. With lightning speed, the caiman surges forward, jaw snapping shut in a powerful strike. What follows is its signature maneuver, a sudden spin known as the death roll. As it pulls its catch underwater, the violent motion quickly overpowers the animal. It's a burst of raw strength that contrasts sharply with the quiet camouflage of an insect or the silent stalk of a jaguar. Yet the strategy is the same: disappear into the surroundings, then strike when the moment is right. The Amazon isn't just a collection of trees and animals. It's a living battleground, a theater for a secret war where the art of invisibility is the ultimate weapon. We've opened the case files on just a handful of its shadow operatives: the ghostly jaguar, the fraudulent Katydid, the submerged anaconda, the silent eagle, and the ancient caiman. Each one, in its own way, has mastered the art of not being seen. They've become so perfectly adapted to their environment that they are the environment. They are a testament to the relentless, creative force of evolution, a reminder that survival is a game of deception. The line between predator and prey, hunter and hunted, is often just a matter of who sees who first. If you found this journey into the Amazon's hidden world fascinating, subscribe and hit the notification bell so you don't miss our next investigation. Which of these predators was the master of deception? Let us know in the comments below. Thanks for watching.